How do you expect to control anything in your life if you can't even control what you eat? Okay, so what you just saw was my last meal. I'm gonna be doing this challenge starting today, but first I have to call a few people to see if they're also in on it.
What's up?
Hey. Hey guys, are you guys all down to do an 86-hour fast?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. So the reason why I want to start this challenge is because there's a lot of videos online showing people doing these fasts, but there's always just one person doing the fast and their experience. But I wanted to make a video where there's multiple subjects all going through the exact same fast. And I want to see how this fast affects each person differently. In this video, I want to test if an 86-hour fast could be somewhat of a kickstart for anyone who wants to start dieting. And after the fast, you don't just go eating everything you want to eat, but you actually start eating healthy from the moment you end the fast. So the rules are simple. Each person has to weigh themselves before and after the fast. And it follows exactly what Dana White said in his video, where the first 24 hours you're allowed to drink water, but you can't drink bone broth. And after the 24 hours, you can drink bone broth twice a day, and the same for the third day. So Dana White actually recommended kettle fire. So I wasn't actually able to find online how much I was allowed to drink after the first 24 hours. So I'm just gonna drink one of these a day. So of the 2 times I'm allowed to drink this each day, I'm gonna drink half of this, and the other half the second time I'm allowed to drink, if you get what I mean. So I'm personally going to allow myself to drink black coffee with no sugar or dairy products, only because I love coffee and it actually helps with quenching hunger. So I'm actually gonna modify this protocol a tiny bit. Instead of starting the countdown the second I have my last meal, which you guys all saw me eat, I'm gonna start the countdown when the clock strikes 12. And that way I do everything by days instead of hours. So 3.5 days from now would be my 86th hour when I end the fast. Or maybe I actually extend the fast, who knows? Okay, so this is hour 0. I'm kind of scared. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. Maybe it doesn't actually affect me at all since I've been doing intermittent fasting on and off for the past few years. So yeah, this is hour 0, so let's begin.
Okay, right. This is my first time ever doing a fast, like a real fast, more than 12 hours. And I can't wait to see the results. But at the same time, I'm kind of scared. So let's see if I lose fat, if I lose muscle, what happened about my energy. Maybe I will look like a skeleton in 2 days. Let's go.
Started my fast 7 hours ago. Not ideal to have played 2 hours of squash. Entering this fast as I am already hungry and always look forward to my dinner after my late night squash. So off to a terrible start, I would say.
Just wanted to see how I could do and just try to jumpstart or like kickstart my metabolism in a different way where I could like have a smaller stomach and eat a little bit less. But we'll see because I am currently on a trip with my little brother and it's a little weird to be fasting on vacation.
About to see how the next following days turn out. I can do it. We got the bone broth here, so
I'm very excited to try this because I'm more curious to see if I can go through with it.
I'm a little nervous. I think I'm gonna do 6 days. See you on the other side.
My energy level is good. I'm feeling good actually. I'm just constantly thinking about food. I want to eat so bad. I'm dreaming about food. Let's see what happens tomorrow. At lunch, I will have my chicken soup and I can't wait to have this feeling of kind of food in my mouth.
This whole day I have not been hungry at all. I've actually been trying to keep myself busy so I don't actually start thinking about food. I actually randomly catch myself during the day trying to grab a bite, but then I realize I can't eat. It just makes you think that there's these little moments during the day where you have an urge to like grab food. I found myself to have a lot more time during the day to get a lot of work done. Like today I was super productive, plus I went to the gym. I actually got invited to a dinner, but I had to turn it down because I wasn't actually gonna eat anything. It just makes you think, if I wanted to go hang out with someone right now, yeah, I could walk around in a park or something, but all the things kind of involve food, so.
I was pretty hungry today, as expected. Currently, I'm on vacation. I didn't really realize like how much of the day you spend eating. Most of the things here closed pretty early, so there wasn't much to do if we weren't eating and drinking, so that's how the first day went. The hunger disappeared around 2 p.m., so the rest of the day wasn't too bad.
Today went well at work, and then after work it was just a complete disaster. You think about every type of food you can imagine, just given, I think, the downtime you have, you know, your mind's racing.
I am very hungry. I was worried doing this challenge because I get most of my liquids through my food. So it's been very hard for me to remember to drink often or at all. So I had a migraine earlier today and I was really dizzy. I feel the acid feeling in my stomach, but it's not as strong as I thought it'd be. I did take a 6-hour nap because overall I do feel tired. That's like the main thing that I have to complain about is I'm exhausted all the time. I was starving. Literally starting around 12. And then when we checked into our hotel around 3, I literally just couldn't handle anymore. So I chugged water. Your days just go by way longer if you don't eat. It's just really hard.
I usually don't eat breakfast, so it was not a big deal. Very busy day today, lots of patients, so I was too busy to think about any food. I drank a lot of hot tea all day. It was pretty easy. Now that I'm home, I'm starting to get hungry. This is usually the time that I get home and have a glass of wine and relax, but I can't drink anything. It's a little bit frustrating. I'm more curious, what am I going to do now? Because this is a time for me to drink wine, relax, have something to eat for the rest of the evening until I get ready for bed. But now I don't know what to do. I guess I'm gonna watch some movie. But today was not difficult. I guess having a busy day really helped.
My first, I guess, sort of tiny meal after the first 24 hours. This is bone broth. I added some water into this just so it seems like there's more, but this is just half of kettle and fire, which is around like 250 milliliters. I've been like dreaming about food, but this is all I get for the next 2 days or 3 days. They just taste like water because I put a lot of water in this. I should not have done that. First time having something that's other than water and black coffee once in the morning. Still tastes super good. I'm gonna enjoy this nice and slow.
I'm constantly freezing, but also sweating. My head hurts all the time. I thought it was a water problem, but then I started feeling really dizzy. This morning, I looked at some food and I didn't feel hungry. I didn't feel like that acid feeling in my stomach. I honestly I think my whole body, it's just not going well. I can't sleep at night. I maybe woke up every hour. I have palpitations. My breathing is so heavy. Even if I were to just lift my purse, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I have to bend over to stop myself from passing out. My vision is somewhat blurry. My mind's foggy. I can't do anything. I couldn't even drive myself to the pharmacy today. I don't think this is for everyone. I have never felt worse. So weird.
As you guys can tell, I failed. I just had dinner and I just forgot how good food was. The temptation was too good. My energy level was cool actually. I didn't feel that tired. A bit, but not really that tired. Just the temptation of having food, like my reptilian brain just take over myself and I just had dinner right now. It was so good. I forget how good it was.
I was very, very bored and lonely that I wasn't eating anything all day for the first 24 hours. I saw the tacos. Screw it. I'm gonna eat.
I can't say I feel tremendously different or better, although during the day I do feel good. At night though is definitely really hard. Coming back from work around 5-6 p.m. you just start thinking of every food option that you can potentially think of. Start to get tired and groggy and upset.
I woke up this morning dreaming about food, dreaming about eating food, dreaming about when I will eat food. I can kind of tell my body is wanting food and craving food. I don't know why I haven't gotten hungry since I've started. Sometimes I get little bursts of like growling, but like that lasts for like 2 seconds. I don't know, still not hungry. I started getting like little palpitations, nothing really too serious. I did go to the gym today. It did take a little longer than expected because I was just so tired. No energy. I couldn't even do the normal amount of reps that I usually do. And the weird thing is, it happened yesterday too, but around 6 p.m. I really get tired, like really tired. I normally don't get tired that early into the day. So I took a little espresso shot. Now I'm talking to you at 12 a.m. right now, so.
I'm really tired. The whole day I was just sleeping and so exhausted and I could not stay up. I was okay the whole day until around 8 p.m. I started getting a headache and just feeling nauseous.
I was pretty hungry all day, very tired, slept almost every chance I could.
I couldn't do it because it's just really hard to be consistent and being away from home and trying to fast, especially fasting on vacation with all this good food and bakery. So yeah.
I broke the fast. I just wasn't cut up for it, so I just got too hungry.
I woke up this morning super energetic right before my alarm, but that quickly died out because I just started to get tired around noontime. I just feel empty. I don't know how to explain. Like obviously my stomach is empty, but everything else just feels empty. Like I came back from the gym and I'm just really weak. When I go walk up a flight of stairs, I'm like out of breath. And I just cut all my workout short. I just can't wait until I can actually eat. The only thing I look forward to when I come home after working on all these patients is my 250 milliliter cup of chicken soup or bone broth.
Today felt pretty good in the morning. Energy levels were okay. Didn't feel, you know, that hungry. Maybe it was just my body adapting. Gotten some compliments on my skin, which is good. And I feel, you know, my pants are a little bit looser as I've dropped 4 pounds in the last 3 days. But I can't say I'm super hungry like the last 2 days today.
I officially completed the whole entire challenge, plus more. If you really think about it, I actually have been fasting for more than 100 hours because I started my countdown at 12 a.m. that day, but I actually had my last meal 6 hours before that. I just wanted to say I woke up this morning and I felt completely fine. I didn't feel hungry at all. I could have honestly done more days straight, but I don't know. I'm just really craving food. And just the idea that I finished a challenge, this is the healthier limit to do instead of doing all 7 days. This is more, I guess, what doctors say from, or what Dana White's doctor says is the minimum that you need. And I did a little bit more than that, so I'm proud of myself. After I ended clinics at 5 p.m. today, and I knew I was gonna go to Whole Foods, and I shopped, and it was like a kid in a candy store. I picked all the foods I wanted, but I didn't pick any foods that were unhealthy. Right now at this state, the amount of time I have not eaten, anything tastes good. And you know, just the thought of me going to buy food when I was on the subway heading over to Whole Foods, I just started to get really hungry. But I didn't want to just eat something right away. I wanted to really prepare myself a really good meal full of different varieties of different kinds of foods. So I'm gonna spend some time preparing really good food that I think is appetizing. Then I'll discuss about what my final thoughts are. Okay, so this is the moment I can eat. My first meal in so long. And I wanted to prepare as much healthy food as I could. And all the food I really was craving. Right when I started cooking all of this, I just started to get really hungry, and I cut my finger, but I didn't care, and I just wanted to like make everything. Now that I can finally relax and eat, let's just have the first bite together with everyone here. My first meal after over 100 hours, actually. I miss this so much. And I can even mix some guac with all this right here. So good. Oh my god. I'm feeling warm, holy shit. I feel like hot. Wow. This is better than anything in the world.
This feeling is crazy. Wow, I actually feel like really hot in a good way. Wow, I want to try everything. Let's get some bell peppers, some hummus in here. Wow, I know the mixture with all this and granola with yogurt, but I don't care. I'm gonna eat this right now. This looks so good. Wow, just give me some time. I need to enjoy this. You know, this topic about fasting, it's pretty saturated. Like, some people think that this is a very dumb and stupid and unhealthy thing to do. And some people think it's really healthy, and I'm part of that group. I find it to be somewhat of a mental challenge too, controlling what my urges were by not eating food and really forcing myself to complete this whole entire challenge. A lot of the people that started this challenge with me, or actually most of them, could not complete the challenge. I'm not saying they're weak, I'm just saying that it is something mental. Some people think it's not mental. Like, one of the contestants didn't think it was mental. She thought it was something physical. I can't put words into her mouth, but at least she tried. And I don't think that this challenge or this fast is for everyone. I don't think everyone can do it, but if you can, I think it's a really good thing to do, at least once in your life. I would probably do this fast twice a year. 3.5 to 4 days is good. 5, I feel like would have been pushing it. And obviously all the other benefits that science has proven with killing cancer cells, etc., etc. I do believe in that. There's a lot of studies that prove certain things, but I don't really believe in every study that's ever published. You can really modify data, but I really am glad I did this. I'm a f***ing mess right now, but it's just too good. I could honestly put avocado on anything. Anything. You know, I used to think avocado didn't go well with dairy products, but I take that back. I went to Morocco and they have avocado milk smoothie. It's just a smoothie with avocado and milk. Maybe there's other stuff inside it too, but those were the main ingredients. That shit was good. So now I can't really think what avocados can't go with. Like, yeah, it probably couldn't go with ice cream, but you blend that up, it becomes that smoothie I had in Morocco. So I don't know. If I had to pick one food, it'd be this one, avocados. Actually, if you hate avocados, comment below why you hate it. I would not understand why. So some advice I wanted to give to anyone who actually wants to do this fast is, you know, most people don't really drink water that often. And the reason why you don't dehydrate is because some people who don't drink water ever get all their liquids from their food. But if you're cutting food out completely, that means you're cutting your water intake completely. And if you cut out your water intake, you can only survive for a few days if you don't drink any liquids. So whoever does want to actually start doing this fast, really drink a lot of water. Even if you're not used to drinking water, you should really focus on drinking water because that's the most important thing. Food would be secondary, but water is the most important thing. And I just wanted to say, I believe that my stomach does shrink. Like, I'm getting full and I can usually eat all of this plus more. My stomach feels a lot smaller. Socially, I had to turn down a lot of dinners and lunches and going out with friends. I started to realize that everything is revolved around food. So it really is important to understand that before you start doing this fast. You are going to be canceling any plans that you have with friends, or, you know, denying any plans if they ask. You could still go, it'll be no fun. So, wow.
Okay, so this is a few days after the fast. And I swear, since I ended the fast, I've had so much more energy. But I thought it would be nice to have information on what I feel like a few days after, and I definitely feel more shredded. But don't try to do this to be shredded. If you're trying to be shredded, do it the real way, where you actually eat healthy and watch what you eat. But it's interesting to see how the fast affected each person differently. For me, I had no hunger at all. But for others, they were starting right off the bat. So do this fast with that in mind, that everyone's different and it could affect everyone differently. And just a little side note, if you're trying to do this and you're normally an active person, then stay active. If you go to the gym every day, then continue going to the gym. And if you don't go to the gym, then don't go to the gym. The idea is to actually just continue your normal life, but the only difference is that you don't eat. And if you can complete 86 hours, even doing 24 hours has a lot of benefits.
Fuck, man, I'm full.
See you later. And check out this video right over here. No, I'm serious. Go check out that one. Or this one.